What is up, fellow modelers? Welcome to this next episode of the F6F Hellcat. Let's get this thing rolling. I had the luxury of actually seeing this particular model in person. This is just such a super cool aircraft with a super cool story, so if you don't know it, go ahead and check it out. This Hellcat is just super awesome. Now, this is a Revel kit, so keep that in mind as the fits are pretty bad, and also the detail is literally non-existent. But it is a nostalgic kit for us collectors, and just a super fun kit to build. Now, I already built 2 of these, so I didn't want to take too much time away from building some of my Tamiya kits to put this all together. So for a collection standpoint, I just slapped this thing together and then showed you the pictures of the F6Fs that I've already built. But this kit does go well together, and I did do pretty detailed instructions on how to assemble it and paint it. So some parts are pretty well detailed. Detailed enough anyways for putting together a kit if you're a new modeler. But the instructions are super easy to understand how to put this thing together, just like normal Revel kits are. And yeah, it comes with a couple bombs, couple accessories. Also, this kit features landing gear that go up and down, so you don't have to choose between whether you want your model to sit on the ground or fly in the air. You can have both. Now, this is the extent of the interior detail of this kit. It's literally a flat panel with a seat cushion on it, and that's it. And it didn't even fit in there right. So that's kind of what you're getting yourself into here. This kit you can find on eBay, but it's a perfect kit to build for like your kids if you want to put a rocket in them and blow it up, or if you want to just play with them as a child. But if they're detailed, you're going to have to spend some serious time detailing all of this work. Still, for us kit collectors out there like I am, I like collecting these old kits and just building them the way they're supposed to be built. I just find a lot of enjoyment in that, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's kind of funny to see how badly they're built, to be honest. I think it's kind of just interesting and funny and different, and I don't know of a lot of guys out there that do it the same way I do, but I do like the fact that the seat doesn't even fit in there right at all, and yeah, so the seams aren't that bad. It's not fitting together right now, but the seams aren't that bad, and you can sand all this stuff out and glue it together. You need a couple clamps to glue this thing together, but when it's all said and done, it's not too bad of a kit. There needed to be some trimming for the cowling to go on here right, but not too much trimming, and as soon as you trimmed it, you just glued it together, and it was all good. A little bit of sanding after that, and then it's perfectly adhered to the model and sanded perfectly. Now, these are really thick pieces of plastic, which I really like. There wasn't any problems with these being flimsy or anything, and I just really appreciate that. For this seam, I wanted to try something a little bit different. So I taped it on both sides so that it wouldn't ruin too much of the detail on the exterior of the kit, as all of the detail on this kit is raised panel lines and raised rivets and stuff, so you do have to be kind of particular about this. Once you tape it, you can then plan on figuring out how to fill in these seams, either with Tamiya putty or with some super glue. I opted to use super glue as I haven't ever used it before, and I just wanted to try it out because this is kind of just a tester model. It's going to sit in my room as a kind of like a dummy model just to spray and do different things on. I've already sprayed it already, but I wanted to try something different on this kit, so I tried the super glue method, and this did not work as well as I had thought. I've seen a bunch of YouTubers do this, and it didn't work at all, honestly. It sank in all the areas that I needed to fill in the gaps. So, in my opinion, super glue does not help with gaps whatsoever. It shrinks a lot, and it doesn't fill in any major gap seam lines. So what I did instead was I used this water-based white putty, and that has always been my trick of the trade, as it just wipes off with water super easily, and you're able to push it in any area that you need it to, kind of like caulk. The landing gear are super solid pieces of plastic that are not finicky at all. Just a little bit of glue needs to be taken in carefulness here, as they do go up and down, as I said prior. And the landing gear are then placed inside of the wings in just the right way so that they can go up and down and the wings can fold in and back. Once those pieces are in place, you can then put the top piece on the center part of the wing. Then I use a file to sand off the major areas, and 1800 grit, 2400 grit, and 3200 grit to then complete this part. This center part slides right into the middle of the fuselage, and you can squeeze that right into place. I like this type of construction as I do find that it is the most sturdy of constructions. Other than having two different wings put together or whatever, this is one solid wing and super sturdy. So then I just tape the ends of the wings together and then place the that little sprocket inside of the two squares and then hook it all together. Once that part's together, I can then glue it. I spray it with some sea gloss blue, and I actually mixed this blue with water. Too much water, and that's why it's getting this effect. If you're getting this effect with your airbrush, that means there's way too much water in it. It's basically 90 to 10% water, and at this point I ruined the model. So I was not building this kit any further. I then mixed it properly on the right side just to show that I was able to mix it properly, but as you can see, there's way too much water in that. It literally took like a day to dry actually on that other side. So at this point, I was done with the model, and I decided, all right, let's just slap this thing together, the rest of the pieces, and let's get on with my life, because I've already built these two models. I didn't want to put too much time in it. I'm building a Tamiya Spitfire right now, so I wanted to spend most of my time on that. And you'll see some really great pictures of the models that I already built soon. For now, let's chuck this thing, get onto an Edward build, and get on with our lives. So I built two decal versions. Both decal versions are offered in this kit if you can find it on eBay. And yeah, they came out sweet. So enjoy the pictures in this future video. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and hope you guys aren't mad too much about my quick process builds here because of these already built kits. And I really do just appreciate every view out there, and just thank you so much for watching. So let's get back to building. Enjoy these pictures, and have a great one.